Many people living in the Tennessee Valley are continuing to deal with the flooding.
And that means people could face health problems from the water or what that leaves behind. Our Lori Mitchell has that part of the story.
Floodwater can carry disease, which can cause a lot of problems for people if they're not careful. And that's why the Chattanooga-Hamilton County Health Department has compiled some useful information in this flyer, which they're now passing out to people living on Hunter Road. That is one of the areas still dealing with flooding. The water, or what's in it, can potentially cause stomach issues and ear, nose, and throat problems. Standing water can also lead to mold, which triggers allergies and asthma. Skin issues are also a concern if you have an open wound or a cut.
If you have open wounds or other issues like that, then you have to be very careful to get proper care. Maybe you want to maybe review your tetanus vaccination when you've been vaccinated recently with that, if you have that exposure, and also get proper wound care if you have a wound.
The water can also bring out more animals and insects. There's an increased risk of electrocution from fallen wires or power lines. The water can contain sharp objects like glass or metal, which could cause you to get hurt or lead to an infection.
Be very careful. Basically use protective equipment when you go in. Basically wear gloves. Make sure, because you don't know, and once again you don't know, make sure you have boots on, things that protect your feet and your legs. And of course then you get into mold, because once that you get into that issue, you'll have mold issues. You have destruction of property issues. It's quite significant, and I think it's quite traumatizing to an individual that loses personal property in this method.
The health department is hoping that people will take the risks to their health and safety seriously, because more rain is on the way, which means some people in our area will be dealing with flooding for several more days. I'm Lori Mitchell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Lori. And at 6 this evening, more coverage from one of the hardest hit flood areas.